Good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Southern Santa Piper. I'm your host, Kenny, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite pipes, as well as a new tobacco to me. That pipe today is one of my Ben Wade Canadians. Now, a lot of y'all probably know Ben Wade pipes from their beautiful Danish freehand shapes. But Ben Wade was also made for a period in London, and this is a pipe from that time period. And it is a gorgeous, gorgeous grain, gorgeous blast. And these are just phenomenally great smokers. As I find with most Canadians, the way they cool down the smoke is exceptionally well. This is a lovely piece of briar. It's a little hard to tell its coloration, but it's almost a two-tone contrast, sort of a deep burgundy with maybe another deeper shade of burgundy-ish black. And just stunning, absolutely stunning. These can be found usually pretty exceptionally well and inexpensively on eBay, is where I found several of them. This particular tobacco, again, it's one of these English blends I haven't tried, and it's a mild blend. It's Sutliff blend number 5, and it's one of their private stock. I'm a huge fan of Sutliff tobacco. I know everybody's got their favorites, but I can say that their private stocks have always been exceptionally fine tobacco for me. And generally all of their tobaccos I find to be flavorful, good quality tobacco. This is a nice, beautiful leaf. You've got some reds and browns in the Virginias. It looks like these are yellow Virginias, a little bit of red Virginias. It looks like you've got some black and Virginias. This particular blend, unlike many traditional English blends, contains burley. And there is a topping on this, but it's very light. This is definitely a lighter Latakia blend. It is not a lat bomb. It is going to be nothing like maybe Pirate Cake or some of your other very heavy Latakia blends. This is definitely Latakia as a condiment. It's there. It's not overwhelming. This to me is one of those great blends for people who are maybe just starting off smoking an English blend, as well as those who maybe want an early morning smoke or an all-day English that isn't too heavy. Many people find the very heavy Latakia is great as a nighttime smoke, or when they've got a long time for a smoke, or for a winter smoke and not a summer smoke. For those who are looking for a smoke anytime, this would fit that category. One that we spoke about earlier this week as well, Squadron Leader, I would put in that same category. A little light on Latakia for my taste, but like I keep saying, taste is subjective, taste is different. So if I say something's light on Latakia for me, don't take this as maybe something that you're not going to like, or even that I don't like. I do like it. I like blends that are light Latakia, no Latakia. But when I'm generally grabbing for an English, I want more of that Latakia taste. But let's get into this for a bit, and then let's get into the pipe a little bit more as well. Now with the burleys in here, it's definitely given a little bit different mouthfeel. I'm definitely getting a very nice light sweetness from this tobacco. And I'm guessing that's coming from the Virginias. Very little of that sweetness, I think, is coming from any toppings. I am getting a slight sour. Very, very, very slight. And again, I don't know if that's coming from the Virginias or not. Latakia is setting kind of underneath. Think of light smoked meat, not you go into a Texas barbecue shop and they've dry rubbed it and it's been sitting on a smoker all night and they're cutting those burnt ends off that brisket. This is not that. If you're looking for that real heavy smoky meat, this is not it. Tin note on this. Tin note on this is actually, it's remarkable. It reminds me a lot, and I brought a jar of it out, of smell, but it's totally different tobacco, but smell reminds me, there's a similarity. Yeah, this is the Magnum Opus. Now, the Magnum Opus is much heavier in Latakia as well as in Orientals, which gives a more of a sour note. But you definitely get that tartness from the Virginias. You get a little bit of a almost of a liqueur. I'm smelling a little bit of an alcohol type topping. Kind of a light whiskey or bourbon. Definitely bourbon. This wouldn't be like a scotch, but definitely like a bourbon. I get a little bit of chocolate. And a little bit of a floral note. Not much of a floral note on this one. You get a little bit of that campfire, but it's, like I said, it's not a full blazed campfire or your smoker going. This is the fire's dying out for the evening. You still have that light smokiness. And that's kind of what you're getting here. It's a real lovely tin note on this. The tobacco itself, though, when we're smoking, it is on the mild side. I am not getting a overwhelming taste of any other tobacco over. I'm not tasting Virginias predominantly or Burley's predominantly. It's a good marriage of flavors. When I'm looking for a light mixture, I am looking for one that marries all the flavors kind of together. Really without one flavor being more dominant. Sipped, there's a really nice sweetness to this. Beautiful. So on these Ben Wade at the time these were being manufactured by Lane, I believe. Lane was the owner of that time period of Sheraton. Some people say Sheraton, Keratin. I've heard it pronounced multiple ways, but I think you'd probably have to ask a Brit for them to give you the proper pronunciation. But it's definitely not Sheraton. That is a hotel chain and not a pipe. Which means the quality of these pipes is phenomenal. Keratin pipes, for those of you who weren't aware, when Dunhill came in business, they were the factory that was making them for Dunhill. Many people consider them the finest pipes ever made, and they are on the top of my list as some of the greatest pipes ever made. These Ben Wades, to me, are one of those pipes that kind of fly under the radar and are usually really exceptionally good buys as a result, because a lot of people don't know about these, or like I said, they're familiar with their freehand shapes. So they're used to that Danish period, so they don't really know much about these. So a lot of guys aren't even going out and looking for these pipes. I have not a lot in my collection, 3 or 4, and they are all absolutely beautiful pipes of superb quality. The smooths have no fills. The sandblast all have some of the most beautiful grain I've seen on any briar, regardless of price. I mean, again, I'm just kind of blown away. There is just this beautiful ring grain, and it is just a phenomenally great smoking pipe. I have not put this one on the scale, and I probably need to do that, because I'm always curious what my pipes weigh. But just as a guess, I would guess this pipe is under 40 grams. It's a beautiful day here in North Central Florida. I don't know if you can hear my birds kind of chirping away out there. My chickens are happy. I just had errands this morning. I had to go get all my hairs cut, not just one. A little bit of beard trim out. I don't like them to touch my beard too much. Had to get some chicken food, some dog food. Ran to Rural King and picked up a few other things, and I opened up my mouth about the chickens because there they are. And just really enjoying this gorgeous day here in North Central Florida. For all of you who are in parts of the country who is much chillier than this, God bless you. I hope it warms up soon for you. Spring is around the corner. But just a great time to be out enjoying a tobacco pipe. I haven't got much feedback, and I'm going to mention something that I brought up on a video last Friday. Last Friday, I had given a nod to John Matches 860 with a Friday Savinelli, and haven't got much feedback from y'all, but I think that I'm going to leave Friday nights open for something else, and I'm still going to smoke a Savinelli, but we're going to do it on Saturdays. We're going to do a Saturday Savinelli. Still as a nod to Matches 860, but part of me just can't, I can't do it. I can't do it on the same day that John did it. He started that tradition, and even though I wanted to show my respect to him by smoking and kind of carrying out that tradition, I think we'll carry out that tradition on a new day. And Fridays, maybe we'll try something else. Maybe we will try either doing live. I'm thinking possibly of even doing something later at night where you all can join in, and we can just do live and just kind of talk about whatever pops into our heads and smoke our pipes and kind of have a group pipe smoking session. I don't know if I'll be doing that on my Facebook page or here on my YouTube channel. It'll be one of the two, probably here on YouTube with just a link on the Facebook page that they can come and join. Very, 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 very good tobacco. Dryness. I'm starting to sound like a broken record on this. But I want you all to see this. This, to me, out of the tin, is about as perfect as I've ever seen any tobacco regarding dryness. It's not too dry. It's not too damp. If there is a topping on here, I do not feel it. There is no residue or goop on my hands. Yesterday I had smoked some of that Lane 1Q BCA and even dried out. I showed you my fingers because of the polyglycol that they use in their topping. And even when I squeeze some of that stuff out, it's left there. And that's, again, I understand that's why so many guys get away from aromatics, because they don't want that. And I get it. Going to an English tobacco is generally about as pure as you're going to get as far as quality, especially the ones from England. They've got some pretty strict purity laws on their products. So highly recommend English tobaccos for those who are looking for a good English blend, even though we got some great ones here being made in the States. Some really, really, really great tobacco. That is going to be it for me today.